Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Boxing Unlimited, and today we're going to talk about a fight scheduled for the 12th day of July um, between David Morrell and Imam Khataev. It's a light heavyweight contest, and we're going to be talking about the tactics and the prediction. You know, um, Khataev is a seek and destroy fighter. And the question that comes to somebody's mind, especially my mind, is whether David Morrell has recovered from the beating he took from his fight. Let's say his fight with Benavides. You know, as we said before, Khataev is undefeated in 10 fights with 9 KOs. So you could imagine his kind of power that he has. But that would depend on the kind of opponents he's been fighting, because David Morrell is another cup of tea. He's a puncher, a boxer, a Cuban. He's technical. He's a very good fighter. So something must give on the day. Even though Morrell has had only one defeat, which is not a shame, by Benavides. We say that it's a good and risky fight for Morrell after a defeat. Khataev is a formidable, good and opponent, and still undefeated. But on the day, both boxers fight the same way. They come forward, but Morrell can fight on the back foot. You saw his fight with Benavides on the other day. He can fight on the back foot. He can fight on the front foot. He can bang as well. He's got almost all his wins are almost by knockout but one. So it's not gonna be a walk in the park for Khataev. He's coming up in weight. He's coming up to the test. He's coming up to the taunted. He's undefeated. He's confident. He's got momentum. Let us see. This is the first fight after the defeat by Benavides for Morrell. Let us see what is gonna happen in this fight. For us to believe that Khataev is a knockout artist, and so is Morrell as well. So they're going to come to the center of the ring and fight. For Morrell to win, we're talking in no particular order. For Morrell to win, he has to, create the distance, march him back, create the space and the gap, and march and push Khataev back, because that is the system he understands. If you take him out of his comfort zone, how is he going to react? Has he got a plan B or a plan C? That is the question, and it's a very big $1 million question. So for Morrell is more experienced than Khataev, no doubt about that. Even though Khataev has had over 200 amateur fights, but it doesn't really make sense. The professional fight is different from the amateur fight. Having said that, I have to be honest with you. Morrell must nullify the pressure of Khataev for him to win. Khataev, on the other hand, has to go in the inside and rock and body punch. Body punch is needed for Khataev to have a win. We're talking in no particular order. Whoever takes the system will win. We'll pay attention to the inside fighting of Khataev. The body punches, because he's the smaller man. He's the shorter man, not the smaller man. Sorry about that. Having said that, I'd say that Morrell we've seen Morrell fight. We've seen several of his fights. He rocks you with body punches. But this is a light heavyweight. This is a light heavyweight contest. And Morrell came up from super middleweight after he couldn't get a fight with Canelo Alvarez. He was the WBA regular title holder for a while before he went and challenged Benavides. Both of them are anyway. Movement will be key for Morrell in this fight. I know Morrell can move. He can fight on the front foot. He can fight on the back foot. He's a very good boxer. No doubt about that. He's from the Cuban Boxing Academy, and we know what they bring to the fore. We've seen them fight. We've seen him fight Benavides. He gave all there, even though he came short at the end of the day. Having said that, I have to be honest with you. Khataev is another kettle of fish. He's a banger. He's a heavy puncher, and he's got momentum at the moment. Let us see how he will react. But the most important thing for him is even though he's a savage boxer, he reminds me of Better BF. No doubt in my mind about that. I know you know what I mean. His pressure is relentless from Khataev. Morrell has to pay attention to that and dissolve it and nullify it for him to win. Khataev and Morrell have both the same kind of system. They broke down opponents, you know, sort you out, put you on the back foot, take you down to the rope and throw combinations and heavy punches on you from the body to the head, from the head to the body, and until you give up. You know, they broke your will and your soul. Let us see what will happen. Something must give in this fight, you know. Morrell must show another style, must show that he's a complete boxer for him to win this fight, because Khataev is a good boxer. He's a good fighter. He has venom in his punches, you know. So Morrell must create a distance. He must attack the body, you know, to slow the pressure down. Both of them has to do the same thing, you know. But I think Morrell wins in this fight. No doubt in my mind about that. Morrell wins this fight by KO. I think he wins by KO or TKO, so to say. My time is up here, and our prediction today is Morrell wins by TKO before the end of the 10th round. Do have a nice day and God bless. And please do subscribe to the channel to make the channel grow. Thank you and have a lovely day. Bye.